Live from Palos Verdes High School's #1 source for news. This is Live from 205.
Look out, Orlando. One round project gives visitors a spectacular view. Today on 205, we have the story on the Orlando Eye. Good evening, STN, and all those watching on the East Coast. Welcome to today's episode of Live from 205. I'm Ryan Cosgrove.
It's Thursday, March 20th. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Emma Stapleton. So Ryan, this is my first time being in Orlando, and so far it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's my first time too. It's pretty hot and humid, but we are from Southern California, so we're both kind of spoiled.
It makes sense.
The theme park capital of the world excites and thrills.
And now this attraction in progress will take memories to new heights.
We now welcome 205 reporter Delaney Mason. Good evening, Delaney.
Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening. So we heard that you got to take a grand tour of the new site, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I was very lucky to get my own private tour of the construction area, and it was just so cool to see how the plans are going to work out and just how it's just going to be so big.
Yeah.
You know, International Drive is already full of entertainment, and pretty soon a brand new attraction is going to fit right in. I went out with editor Emily Astor to find out more about this $200 million project.
Walking down International Drive, you may find a few hotels, some restaurants,
And a Ferris wheel. I'm here to get a closer look at the up-and-coming Orlando Eye.
The Orlando Eye will be the centerpiece of the center, a 400-foot plus observation wheel that will give visitors an opportunity to look, 360-degree view of Central Florida.
I got an inside look at the massive construction project, featuring everything from restaurants to a water show.
It's a $1.5 million water fountain show. So it'll again be scored to music and lights at night.
Orlando may be overwhelming for some of its visitors, but with the Eye, they can see the entire city.
Seeing attractions like Disney, Universal SeaWorld, looking as far east as the Kennedy Space Center and seeing the Vehicle Assembly Building.
Like from up there, you can kind of check out what areas are interesting to you and then just kind of head that way.
Inspired by the London Eye, this attraction will be more than meets the eye.
This is London here. So there's Westminster. So again, it's a different look altogether.
Well, Orlando, keep an eye out for this upcoming attraction. Delaney Mason, live from 205.
The Eagle has landed in the Sunshine State. Barack Obama addresses one Orlando campus on women in our economy. Today, the president visited Valencia Community College to speak to students and staff. Only a small group got the chance to attend.
A couple of the people I know that were invited had been through difficult times, got an education, improved themselves, and that's exactly the type of people he seems to be targeting.
Valencia seems like the perfect place for Obama to share his thoughts on gender equality.
We have a lot of programs that target veterans, target women returning to the workforce, high skill, high salary jobs, and so we see it to be a good match.
The head of state also brings more recognition to the college and its students.
It at least demonstrates to the community that we're a nationally recognized institution and makes students feel good about going to school here. And having a visit by a national dignitary like the President of the United States helps at least underscore that we have a good program here.
Chocolate, or just chocolate. We all know it and most love it, but you've never seen it like this. 205 reporter Madison Richards and photographer Hadil Saab took a bite out of this museum.
People from all around the world visit Orlando.
I'm from Jamaica.
I am from the Dominican Republic.
I'm actually from Melbourne, Australia.
But here at the World of Chocolate Museum and Cafe, there are more than just international people.
We've got chocolates from Belgium, from Switzerland, from France, from Germany, from the United States.
Not only do they have chocolate samples, but they also have chocolate sculptures.
No, you cannot eat these.
Getting that chocolate here was no easy task.
We had all of these sculptures in individual crates. Then these individual crates were put onto a refrigerated truck. This refrigerated truck was put on a ship. Everything made it okay. We're fine. We're very fortunate. Only one sculpture had some damage to it, and that was the Eiffel Tower. And we got in touch with one of the sculptors over in Europe and explained the situation. He said, no problem, I can fix that. The sculptor came over and he took a look at it, and he very carefully took little dark pieces of chocolate and put them back in place.
With every sculpture perfect, the world of chocolate is now a one-of-a-kind museum.
To the best of our knowledge, there is not another facility that has all of these components all in one venue, and I think that's part of our unique draw.
This place is pretty sweet. Madison Richards, live from 205.
What is there not to love about chocolate? I mean, it just makes perfect sense.
This exercise may be far away from home, but Americans bend over backwards for it.
Turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out.
It's hot, and I mean 105 degrees in this room hot.
Keep the spine in the center and move both arms at the same time.
Here at the Bikram Yoga Studio in Orlando, they do a lot more than just sweat.
Yoga, but especially the hot yoga, the heat, it really breaks down scar tissues, and it also helps you achieve things you normally wouldn't because the heat makes you more flexible. It's not like regular exercise where you're just working glamour muscles to appear a certain way. You're actually strong, and it carries through the rest of your day. Originating in India, yoga was brought to the U.S. in the late 1960s, and now has 30% of Americans hooked.
It is so amazingly, it's almost, I want to say, addicting. It's a good addition.
You know, I've been all over the world. I've been to Moscow, I've been to Paris doing yoga, I've been throughout the United States. Part of the nice thing about yoga is it's universal and it brings people together regardless of the culture.
Not only does yoga strengthen the body, but the mind as well.
It is a completely workout from mental to the physical part of it. So by being in the room, focusing on yourself, it helps you with your concentration. You can take that focus outside of the room.
For me, it's like my own personal Olympics. So I'm competing against myself to do a better posture each and every time I go to class.
Whether it's your next big test, work, or stress, remember to just breathe. Jackson Waite, live from 205.
In this small bakery, customers bark with delight. I went out with 205 photographer Ellie O'Hearn to shed light on this tale.
From the outside, Bark Avenue Bakery looks like the perfect place for cookies and cakes.
And although these treats may not be as flavorful for us, they are perfect for our furrier friends.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We were the first dog bakery to be in the Orlando area, and it just has been a wonderful, wonderful venture for me.
Founded almost 13 years ago by Chris THEOPHILUS, this small bakery pleases its two- and four-legged friends far more than international chains.
First of all, we are a working bakery. We actually bake everything here, so it's good.
Chris and her team provide a level of customer service that far exceeds any big pet store.
We are able to do custom treats if dogs have allergies, as long as we're informed of what the allergies are.
I don't know that a large box store would have that type of interest.
Not only does Chris bake for all kinds of dogs,
My little Yorkshire terrorist.
she also welcomes animals on the friskier side.
All dogs, any dogs. And we've even had 2 cats come in.
But the Sweets don't just pamper these pups, they also provide a healthy snack.
They're rescue dogs, the ones we have now, and they're very grateful for anything that they get. So I just want to give them the best.
Whether you fancy felines or love your canine, this bakery will surely make any animal's day. Emma Stapleton, live from 205.
As the madness goes global, college basketball's craziest month has arrived. Although it started in the U.S., basketball is now a worldwide sport. This year, NCAA players come from over 27 different countries. The madness is on this March, and things heat up right here in Orlando with the Gators' #1 overall seed in the tournament. It's all going down tonight at Amway Center.
Live from 205 is a production of the Palos Verdes High School Broadcast Department. If you have a story idea, request, or comment for Live from 205, please visit our website at livefrom205.com.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Live from 205. We hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Ryan Cosgrove.
I'm Emma Stapleton. Have an excellent STN.
Live from Palos Verdes High School's #1 source for news. This is Live from 205.